Good morning and welcome to Tottenham Tantrum Gold. Running a bit later than that's advertised, but at least we're here now. With me this morning, our co-host Ben Kaufman. How are you today, Ben?
Doing all right. We've been running around like lunatic, but we're finally here for some good chat and let's watch some old Spurs stuff.
We shall indeed. I'm going to put on a little game we've showed fairly recently, but it's appropriate at the moment. It's Tottenham against Southampton back from the 81-82 season. And a certain Graham Roberts on top form at that game, determined to put one over on Southampton, who had turned him down with a professional contract before he joined us. So we'll put that one in a moment. First of all, we're going to welcome some people aboard. Celery Agent, morning, mate. Good of you to join us. And typically, I've got somebody now joining me in the house. I'm just going to pop off from my Ben. Do you mind going through the comments just a little bit?
Go through the comments now. Woohoo!
Yeah, okay, cheers.
Okay, so Atav Akram, Wembley 1 is saying, "Morning, gents. Great to have you boys on each morning. I was wondering if you thought report yesterday on Football 365 that a deal was already sealed for the summer return of Bale on a free. Might be a good move, might it? Winning mentality to the club." When he was at the club last year, he was brilliant at the last end of the season, but can you keep him fit? The Godfather Philip Brady is in the house saying Bale would be a great addition to the squad. Not to play every game, but what a sub. I totally agree with that one. Atav Akron is replying. He is now Philip. Hi, Philip. He's now 32. I do wonder what he truly has left. He barely featured for Madrid all season and he's winding down the 600k a week contract. Likely to be injury prone as well. Yeah, you could say that. Philip Brady is replying. He will have to reduce his wages considerably, but I think he still has the legs for one more season as long as he's used sparingly. Yeah, he could. It just brings that bit of morale to the squad. He's a great lad for the team. Mr. John Fitzpatrick is in the house. Big up to everyone. Hope ye are well. Big up to Mr. John Fitzpatrick. What a lovely bloke he is. Atav Akron, Wembley 1. Possibly, maybe a 1 year. Incentives laid in there and see how it works out. He did score 16 goals for us last season. Goals which, along with Vinicius, simply weren't replaced. No, they weren't. He's a brilliant player for us. I think people were very, very... they should have brought him back anyway. Mr. Stevie Fraser is in the house saying morning to everyone. Hello, Mr. Stevie. I don't know who this guy is. Mr. Anthony Gray, my swimming buddy. Lovely to see you in here, Anthony, as always. I think Conte's regime of hard training sessions and intense playing pressure on the pitch would now be too much for Bale now. But hey, if a free and wages modest, I wouldn't say no as a super sub. Totally agree. What would you say about that, Phil?
I think, yeah, we're all getting confused this morning. It's all happening. I like the idea of, like on Bale returning, is how much his influence is going to rub off on the youngsters. Watching his technique and things, free kick taking, and especially corners, any sort of set pieces, and just the fact he's got so much experience to bring to the squad. Yeah. I think it'll be a good one. I mean, as long as we're not paying stupidly high wages, well, we couldn't, could we? He'll have to take what he's given, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that being a good move. And like you said, it's all those goals we missed out on from last season. He chipped in with a lot. People will say it was only against rubbish opposition, but
still got to score against them.
You've got to replace that with something, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah,
from the show. Lovely to see you, Stephen.
Morning, mate.
And finally, but last but not least, Mr. Andrew Bailey's in the house. Lovely to see you, Andrew. Morning, lads. I'm still in the hospital, getting better each day. That win on Saturday worked wonders. Come on, you Spurs.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Spurs win is good therapy for everybody.
Yeah, it is.
Right, I shall get the match on, Ben.
Yeah, match. Or as Dermot says, should we put the game on?
Yeah. And here we go. It's another one of the ones from that fabulous collection that Duck Jive One has collected over at his channel. And if you want to see this with the original commentary, along with lots of other Spurs games and England games, please get over and give him a like and a subscribe. It's he put some fantastic stuff on, and he's uploading all the time. He's got this collection together from VHS tapes he's collected over the years at his own personal expense and his own time, converting them into MP4 format. So put them on YouTube. So Cracking stuff, Duck Jive. Thank you very much for letting us use your videos.
Yeah.
A lot of class names in there. Clements, Houghton, Miller, Price. I missed the rest. I can put it up on a banner, actually. I'll copy them over. That's stuff like at the bottom. Okay, Clements, Houghton, Perryman, Price, Miller, Roberts, Hazard, Villa, Hoddle, Galvin, Archibald, and Mark Falco as sub. That really is a proper team. I think a lot of those would still get in the side today.
Yeah.
Could definitely do with a Perryman at the back. Perryman and Roberts, there you go. That'll be your central defence sorted out with Romero.
Yeah.
If Roberts can stay on the pitch. It would be good to have an Archibald up front and a Hoddle in midfield.
Yeah, it would be.
Couldn't argue with that.
Yeah, you can't argue with that any time after work. Oh, there's a few more comments up. Morning, Mr. Carl Simpson. Lovely to see you here, sir, as always. Mr. Philip Brady is saying Wales still have a chance of going to the World Cup. Bale will want to keep fit for that. Yeah.
That's true.
Moondog is saying, good morning, Coover and Ben.
Morning, Moondog. Good of you to join us.
And the Saint sub was called Bucket. Hey, Simpson.
Yeah, perhaps. Oh, dear. Oh, no, that was a bit of a tash there.
Yeah, proper tashes. It's what we like to see. Bring back the tash.
Leftover, yeah. 70s and early 80s. So Liverpool especially. It was all perms and tashes.
Yeah. Bring it back.
Harry
Kane with a 70s tash. I think he'd look great.
Yeah. Cole Simpson's also saying, are these Bale rumours true? He has already agreed to sign. Has he already agreed to sign? I think there's got to be some truth in it. Perhaps Conte's thinking along the same lines. Bit of experience in there, knows the club. He can certainly take set pieces. We know that. Yeah. Although he wasn't that great last season on them, was he?
It wasn't really taking set pieces, really. It was more of being in the box.
I do remember him taking a few, and he just wasn't quite on his normal game for him. But that could be a bit of rustiness as well, I suppose. Yeah. Brian Daigle's also with us. Morning, Brian. Hope you're having a good relax day. Good to see you spending a bit of time with family the other day on the posted on Twitter. Hope it's all going well for you, mate. Chris Agonba, good morning all. Good morning, mate. Good of you to join us too. People saying hello to Brian. Atto Akron Keegan is there with his full-on shrimp in a basket hairdo.
Yes.
The similarities between him and Harry Kane, I always think, because they weren't the most naturally gifted footballers. They just really worked hard at their game.
Yeah.
Made the most of every ounce of ability they did have. So, and of course, quite good for England. We got Bobby Right Hart Lane.
He's changed his name. I don't know.
Morning, mate. Morning, mate. Good of you to join us. That must be Dermot there, presumably. Yes, it is. He's in the background somewhere. Good morning, guys. And come on, you Spurs. Definitely come on, you Spurs. Yeah. Just got to smash Southampton, haven't we?
Yeah, got to smash them tonight.
Cole saying, I'm not complaining. We have Bale and a Vidal for experience or Bale as super sub. Yeah, definitely. No, that he definitely does fall in the category of game changer.
Yeah.
Carl saying hello to Brian and Bobby Wright Lane also as the Bale talk legit. It seems there might be something to it, but
smoke without fire.
Yeah. Brian saying to Celery Agent, my man, how are you doing? Haven't seen you on Tottenham on tour recently. Hope you do have access back. I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would be there if he can. Philip Brady, according to reports, Vidal is keen to join us. Bring him on. The guy who invented shithousery.
Yeah.
I don't know about invented it, but that's
been
going on for a long time.
And he's got that haircut. Got the mohawk.
He has.
And Fidalis is think everywhere he goes, he wins titles. So bring him in. He's like, we need his good luck. Just even if he doesn't play.
Right, we got Dermot saying we got to bash someone coming. If not tonight, it'll be Sunday. What this Bale talk? Well, yeah, well, it is what it is, Dermot. Bale may be on the way back, maybe not at the end of the season on a free. Gaguma, lovely to see you again. TTG, hello, Kuva, Chill Cats, and Ben
Chill
Coffee
Cat.
Time. Yeah.
Oh, great goal from Graham Roberts. Header at the back post.
No, nobody was stopping that. Akron, Vidal will be superb. Does anyone know how old he is now?
I'll check that out.
He's got to be sort of 34-ish, I would have thought.
34. Bang on the money, Coof.
Hey, good bit of guesswork.
Yeah.
Moondog saying the shorts looked like the start of the thong. Yeah. Early 80s. Definitely not one for the shy. Seller agent saying he's talking to Brian saying he's been sleeping. Dermot says Bale can stay away.
Disagree, Dermo. Disagree.
Yeah, definitely.
Man scores goals and is a body.
Yeah, absolutely. Which simply haven't replaced those goals with anything. Derek Hutchins saying, morning, Coover and Ben. Morning, mate. And Celery Agent, I miss your show. Gonna have to set the alarm on, man. I'll talk to Brian. Yeah, definitely. Tottenham on tour, always worth a go. They're going great guns, aren't they? Probably another 1 million subscribers by now. I only looked yesterday, and I think they had a third of the world watching them. Carlson confirming Vidal's 34. And a bit of chat between each other saying hello.
Yeah.
Right. So Southampton coming up. We're watching them. Oh no, still more chats coming in. It's right. It's going great guns today. Carl saying age doesn't matter so much anymore as these players stay fit. Look at Modric, 36, and today he can play till he's 40. Yeah, it does have a habit of catching up very quickly with players after 35, though. So, that was a bit of a banger.
It was. That was a screamer.
I remember a while back, Peter Beardsley, it was Kevin Keegan talking about him when he was his manager. And he said he was just one of these players that stays naturally fit and he'd probably go on till he's 40. And I think he retired the next season after he said that. It doesn't always work out that way, but I know what you mean. Some players that can just do it. Teddy Sheringham went on for a long time, didn't he, as an outfield player? Giggs and Scholes, they managed it. Vidal, a little bit more physical. Perhaps that's going to pay a toll on his physical fitness over time. Though. Never know. Stevie Fraser, Bale, homegrown too. I think
homegrown.
That matters. He would be homegrown for the Premiership, but I think for Europe,
it would be technically homegrown.
The rules are slightly different between UEFA and FIFA, and
it's ridiculous, isn't it? They need to finish it. Is he or is he not?
It's like with same with Ben Davies, isn't it? He doesn't count as homegrown in the European competitions, I think.
In fact, Britain is a country from Great Britain.
And the fact that the likes of Swansea and Cardiff play in our league anyway, it's crazy stuff, isn't it?
Because Swansea couldn't play in the Champions League because their entire team would be foreign because they're all Welsh.
Yeah. 21 watching here. Hit the like button, says Moondog. Yep, can't argue with that. Yes, please. Like and subscribe if you haven't. That's what we live on. All the little channels. If you're seeing something you like on there, just a like and a subscribe makes all the difference. Keeps us going sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're like wondering what the hell to put on some days, and we realise people are expecting us to go on. And it just gives us that little push when you see people regularly there, and some subscriptions making all the difference. Atabakram, would we agree that at least initially we shouldn't be paying Bale more than 100k a week?
If you get Bale for 100k a week, it's a steal.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't think he's going to go from 600k a week to 100k a week. I don't think he's going to do that.
Well, at the moment he's going from 600k to nothing a week, so that might appeal. It's not like he's going to be desperate for money now, is it? But
he's not desperate, but he's still going to want a bit of money, especially.
Yeah, you become used to a lifestyle, certain lifestyle, don't you? So you're going to notice a drop no matter what.
He's obviously like a down-to-earth guy. He just likes his golf. It's just for his golf membership, that 600k a week.
And if he does come back, and he says he's enjoying his football, all the better. Because whenever he mentioned those words and he was playing for us, he was on a blinder. Right. Seller Agent says, Chris says it's way better than me. Which bit was that? Oh, talking to Gaguma, saying, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. I know it's Chingu involved, isn't it?
No, we're not doing it. We're staying well clear of this, guys. Oh, Eugene is in the house. Big up to Eugene, Spurswasian. Brilliant channel over there. Lovely to see you.
Did I miss one of his comments earlier? I think I did, unless it's coming up here.
No.
I'm sure it's... Oh, no, it is this one. It is this one. It's the leaving out bit at the end, yeah?
Yeah.
Morning, Eugene. Good to see you again, mate.
So, Salary Agent saying, Eugene... I'll carry on. I feel Bale is too much of a bad influence for the younger players for what he's done at Real Madrid. Sorry, Ben and Kuvo, I disagree. But what do I know? I thought Gil played bad under Jose the other week. Yeah, he did. So yeah, I think he'd be brilliant. I think he'd be brilliant. He's got the temperament for it, and the lads all know him. Carl Simpson is saying Ronaldo, pretty much 37 and still the best player in that United team. Yeah, he is. He's the best player in that team by far. It's not saying a lot because that United team are shocking. They are beyond shocking. A lot of people just all talking to each other. Everyone just talking to each other. John Fitzpatrick is saying, Kane brace incoming. Ooh.
That'll be nice.
Eugene is now saying having dinner at the moment. After that, prepare for the midweek show. Good stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to join today, but I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. Carl Simpson's looking at the reports in Spain and they're saying Bain has already agreed to join Spurs. I hope so. It'd be nice for him to end his career in somewhere that he's universally loved.
Or not be universally loved, according to this. I mean, looking at Dermot.
Yeah.
As Dermot said, though, what does he know? He thought Hill played under Mourinho. So.
Salary saying, a hat-trick, John. Ooh. Philip Braid is saying, the only player in that United team even. Yeah, he is. They are shocking.
I think Cavani's a good player.
Yeah, Cavani's a great player, but he's just not playing every week. Probably because he's not fit enough. And John Fitzpatrick saying, big up Gaguma. Yes, big up Gaguma. We all love Gaguma. All my homies love Gaguma.
So are we getting more and more confident, it seems, now the Southampton game's imminent?
It's the hope that kills you, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Well, it's not even hope. It was so enjoyable against Brighton, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were all told how good a team Brighton were, and they played their entire team, and we just battered them.
Yeah, it just looked like we were having great fun while doing it. Everybody was playing with a smile on their face. Like we mentioned it the other morning, it was so funny watching Sanchez at one point as playing as centre forward, and Emerson had got up on the left wing crossing to him. It's like, what's going on here? It's just unbelievable. Total disregard for any sort of shape and formation. Perhaps that's the way forward.
I mean, I saw some clips of the game and a lot of the goals really, and Emerson looked like it was like really happy as part of the team. He was always going up to players. He was showing a bit of jokery, a bit of laugh. He's really enjoying being in that team at the moment. So if he's enjoying himself, imagine what the better players are feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew Bailey saying 3-2 to Spurs tonight. I'd settle for that. Entertaining game. Yeah, why not? Why not? Perhaps Conte's going to want to start nailing a few clean sheets, though. Like he says, he doesn't like exciting games like that. He likes to be fully
boring, concise, controlled. Yeah. That's what I like. I like to be calm.
Quite a bit of prawn sandwich football. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, a cup of coffee for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dermot saying, is this January or free? Oh, on a free, obviously. Free at the end of the season, yeah. And big up everyone in the TTG army. Absolutely, Dermot.
Yeah.
Philip Brady, we owe Saints. Kane's goal ruled out by VAR. Ridiculous decision. Yeah, I agree, mate. We do. You're right. We do owe them.
Party decision. That was even more ridiculous.
Let's face it, though. We are pretty damn good at home. They're not the best on the travels. So they're always shaky at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a Kane hat trick. Why not? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Kane hat trick and Sonny hat trick. That'll be nice.
Benton to start as well tonight. We're going to see some silky football for him.
Yeah, he settled in nicely, didn't he?
Yeah.
What else we got here? That's it. Philip Brady saying keep Ward-Prowse quiet. We win.
Yeah,
seems to be everything good comes through him at the moment. So definitely,
quality player he is.
Yeah. Although it seems to be the only time of the year you get players like Nathan Redmond have a good game as against us. Funny that how some players do that. Anyway, sorry, just 1 second, Ben.
Yeah. So yeah, salary agent is saying Tottenham Tantrum Gold Army. Tottenham Tantrum Gold Army.
Oh, don't worry, false alarm.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Patrick saying, is the match on UK TV?
I didn't check. I didn't check.
I will check for you, sir. 2 seconds. Possibly is, possibly isn't.
It's on BT, says Philip Brady. BT Sports, then.
Yeah, BT Sports 2. Nope. I think it's on BT Sports 1.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, no, I can't see it. It must be on BT Sport ESPN, possibly. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It might be on in BT Sport in Ireland, but might not be. I don't know if it's the same channel. I can't see it on.
Carl Simpson saying it's at home and Southampton will need to attack and we can pick them off when they come too far forward. Yeah, possibly. It kind of favours teams sitting back a little bit when they're on the travels, though. Perhaps they'll be wanting us to attack. Yeah, maybe. Big question is going to be: do we go for the 3-4-3 or the 3-5-2?
To keep James Ward-Prowse quiet, I'd play 3-5-2.
Personally, I would as well.
Yeah,
dominating the midfield seems to be a very good plan.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. So yeah, I think it's on BT Sport in Ireland. I don't think it's on BT Sport in the UK.
Yeah.
So I'm very much doubting it's on the TV in the UK.
Yeah, sounding a bit dodgy, isn't it? Let's see. That's certainly not on Sky Sports anyway.
No, they've got the championship games tonight.
Well, we don't know then where it's going to be. Just have to keep our eyes peeled.
BT Sport 3. Apparently. Let's have a look. Yep, BT Sport 3, 7:15 is the...
right. There we go then.
Coverage starts.
Carl Simpson said Southampton won't sit back. I can assure you they've been doing it for years. And just like us back in the day, don't really know how to play another way.
And that suits us.
Yeah. Okay, that definitely does suit us. On the other hand, Southampton are capable every now and then of pulling out an absolute blinder of a game. Remember, I'm doing it. Seemed to do it quite regularly against City, I think. Make it really, really hard for them. So hopefully they don't pick out one of those days. Hopefully they pick out one of their 9-0 losses days.
Yeah, I'd love to have a 9-0 win. That'd be brilliant.
It would be good. It would be good. Still remember that game against Wigan where we absolutely pounded them out of nowhere. I think we were 1-0 up at half. Was it 0-0 at half time even? Or
yeah, something like that. And then Dave Kitson scored the first goal, wasn't it?
Dave Kitson? Surely not.
Dave Kitson?
I remember the name. I just don't remember.
I know. Yeah, he was at Wigan at the time, I think.
Oh, but no, they got a consolation goal, didn't they?
I'm talking out my.
I can't remember who scored it. I remember their consolation goal, and I remember thinking that's ruined our goal difference because it was actually offside. Needed VAR back then. Robbed us of a bigger victory.
Who scored for Wigan that day? Let's have a look.
Trying to think who they would have had up front at the time.
I know Jermaine Defoe scored 4. Or was it 5 even?
I think he got 4, if I remember rightly. It was more than a hat trick, definitely. Was it 4 or 5 though? That's
Paul Sharner scored for Wigan that day, apparently.
Wigan scored at 3-0, Philip Brady said.
And we just found out that it was Paul Sharner that scored the goal. Dave Kitson must. Oh no, Dave
Kitson for Reading, saying. Kitson playing for Reading.
That was a banger of the game, the 5-4 against Reading.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I mean, he was a big Tottenham fan growing up, so he always did one against us. He always scored against us.
Yeah. Cole Simpson, I would love Ward-Prowse to not be playing as he's a quality midfielder. Someone give him a dodgy lasagna. Yeah, make a lot of difference. Yeah. He really does make them sick. Really underrated, just his passing and open play. Wigan scored a 3-0, saying Philip. Views on Spurs must win tonight, boys, especially with Man U slipping up. Yeah, absolutely. I think if we win, is that going to take us back up above the likes of West Ham and that? No, West Ham, I think 4 points, honestly.
1 point behind West Ham with 3 games in hand.
That'll be a nice place to be sitting. Definitely be a nice place to be sitting in.
Yeah, above Man United as well with 2 games in hand.
We would. Yeah. Because potentially tricky little period of fixtures, this one.
Yeah. Playing a lot of games in the Northeast as well. We don't necessarily do well in the Northeast.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Sunday against Wolves with all the lads coming over. I need Dermot to send me his code so I can give him the bleeding ticket.
Philip Brady says 6-4. I was at it. Crazy game.
That was everything wrong this morning. I need another coffee.
Funny. I thought you were right at 5-4, but no, Philip said 6-4. Yeah, that does sound right. It was a mental amount of goals. There was also, we quite often have some silly scorelines when we play Southampton. I remember sort of end of season games being 6-3 and 5-4, 5-3 and 5-2 a lot of the time. And I think we also had one really crazy one. It might have been like 7-4 or something like that. That's going back quite a way though. There we go. Anyway, so everybody's expecting a few goals tonight by the looks of it.
Which is good. It's good to see people hoping, but it's what the hope that kills you.
Yeah, it's kind of un-Conte-like though, isn't it? Because when things are in full swing, you expect to be getting the sort of 1-0, 2-0 score lines a lot. But we've got sort of more of a crazy attacking flavour to it, which is good.
Yeah. I mean, we've got to win these next 2 games. I mean, it's absolutely imperative. Playing Manchester City next Sunday on the 19th of February. Next Saturday. It's imperative we win these next 2.
Absolutely. And Celery agent saying, feeling good, mate. You really need Sean here to say game day, don't we?
I can't do it. And my
I'm
voice.
not even going to try. I'll feel my throat going if I try and do that like Sean.
Can I find it on the Irish Hotspur group chat? Where was the next? Where was the last game? It was.
Oh,
it's fine. Hollywood Phil was sending me photos of Iceland and desperately trying to go back. Where is it?
Views on Spurs. I'll take 1-0 last minute own goal by Kyle Walker-Peters. Yeah, at this moment, a win is a win, isn't it?
Yeah, a win is a win. 3 points.
Never thought I'd be saying that because I hate having to say that. But the top four's just become far too important at the moment.
Yeah.
Because top four with that extra money in the hands of somebody that can possibly spend it a bit better than we've seen happening. That'll be the key.
Top four puts us in a good place to spend a ton of money in the summer.
And players that will come knowing they got Champions League football and Conte as a manager. That's suddenly a very big pulling point. And
when voice note
Cocoon was saying, can't wait to see more of Bentancur and maybe Kulu today. Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't start Kulu though. I wouldn't start him today. He looked a bit nervous the other day.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways of thinking of it.
A bit of extra creativity.
So I mean, the other way I'd look at it is if you start him and he is struggling a bit, you can just haul him off and put on somebody with a bit more experience. With like the likes of Moura does like to come on and play well. Let's get rid of Mr. Hill there before
they knock it off again.
Yeah, it's mad that can show the match, but some commentator from
100 million years ago,
40 years ago, and throws up copyright issues for us sometimes.
Yeah,
madness. Celery agent there saying Romero and Bentancur attacking Saints like two vicious Dobermans. Can't wait. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Views on Spurs. I reckon Bentancur starts today. I think he probably will as well. He looks the part already. And yeah, that. Remember in the beginning of the transfer window talking about us going for somebody that would be totally underwhelming, but probably exactly what we need. And I think this is the chap.
Yeah.
Who's that other one midfield? Well, morning, Dermot.
Good morning. How are we all?
Doing well. We've just finished the match.
Yeah, I know. I was watching it when I was out in the car. Graham Roberts hat trick. What a hat trick!
Determined to put one over on Southampton. It always makes me wonder when players do something like that. Why don't they keep that mindset and go into every game like it?
Oh, that's it. You don't know, but that 80 side had that mindset anyway, didn't it? I mean,
yeah, true.
If you think about it, what's this talk about Bale? Because I've just stumbled on it this morning.
Apparently, he's agreed a deal to come in the summer on a free transfer.
Why?
Because he was good for the club. When he was here last time, he scored a ton of goals.
He is absolute. No, please don't. Keep him away from the club. No, don't agree with you. Sorry.
He gave us 16 goals the last time he was here. That's a lot of goals.
Yeah, but he's still his reputation precedes him of being a bad influence in the changing room.
He wasn't a bad influence though at that point.
I just think he is. But as I say, what do I know? I thought Hill played under Mourinho. But there you go.
I think Bale would be good for the dressing room.
Better still, you thought Doherty was a good player.
Mind you, that's true as well. So what do I know? So there you go. That's why I'm on the bottom of the pile and not up with the gods like you two are. I'm looking up.
This isn't right. This isn't right.
I know. Who moved me?
There we go.
Who moved me? Who moved me?
Ben has the power.
I have the power.
He's abusing it now.
He is, yeah. Right, okay, Ben. All right, you're going to be like that. We'll just do that to you then. We leave you out.
He can bring himself back on.
I know he can. He doesn't know how to, Goof.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
I do now.
It's the standard bit of training for using this bit of software. Just press buttons.
Yeah.
A question for you two. I never got to ask you yesterday. What's your thoughts on the FA and the FAI's joint bid for the European Championships in 2028?
It'll be brilliant for both our countries. It'll be brilliant for us. We need to start bringing the communities of Britain and Ireland together.
Should do the World Cup 2 years later as well.
Yeah, they should do, actually. We deserve a World Cup. We'll win that.
All of us deserve
We'll win that.
Great Britain and Ireland deserve a.
In fact, should just do it every time. Should just be always
the country to really understand what it means to win the Cup.
This morning, we are actually being sponsored. We're actually being sponsored. I will have this all up ready tomorrow, do it all today, but very quickly, we've been sponsored by Smith Burns Accessories. They're a shop in Gorey, but they have a website where you can get your accessories worldwide, find accessories, they do web designs and everything like that. So this show is actually for the next month. It's been sponsored by them. So big up Killian and everyone at Smith Burn. We will have you up properly done tomorrow. But yeah, from next month we're being sponsored by Smith Burn from Gorey. So thank you very much. We appreciate the sponsorship. And if you do go onto their website, you do promo Tottenham Tantrum Gold, you will get a 5% discount of any of their stuff on their website. But as I say, that will be starting in the next week or so. But as from tomorrow, we'll have it properly done. But this morning, we're being sponsored by them. So thank you very much.
What's Gaguma saying? Accessories? Cool.
Ooh,
what sort of accessories are we talking about?
Like
accessories or computer?
No. Yeah. Sort of like phone holders, screen protectors, chargers, that sort of thing. Web design stuff for your computer, your laptop. All that sort of design. So, but we will have everything.
So if you want a sort of screen protector hanging off your ear and things like that,
they need to make a Tottenham Tantrum Gold iPhone case.
Yeah, they do.
With a squeaker that you press it, that goes, "You never beat your Irish." Just every time you open your phone.
I've just seen some absolute blasphemy in the comments here. I'm not sure I can even read it out.
Oh, Whereabouts? No. Whereabouts?
Celery agent. One of the last ones in.
Oh.
Can we bring it up?
We've got a few to get through.
Joseph is saying we're back.
Morning, mate.
Yeah, good morning, Joseph.
Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah. Benzema starts ahead of Winks. Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo's looking fresh, according to Celery.
Yeah.
I'm always looking fresh.
John Fitzpatrick, is it me or is the buzz back at the mighty Spurs?
Yeah, the buzz is back.
The cockerel is throwing. The cockerel's shaking off the old feathers. It's now fresh. It's standing there on top of the ball, shouting, "We're the pride of North London," and we always will be the pride of North London.
Dermot is looking fresh, according to Carl Simpson. Andrew Bailey is showing a bit of blasphemy here. Big up, Dermot. Ireland's number 2 Spurs fan.
Yeah, I would take that.
Behind her.
Dave Harris. Dave Harris is number 1. I'm number 2. Well, see, I should be number 3 because Matty Hayes should be number 2, to be honest with you.
Well, they are, so it's still a bit controversial.
So I feel a bit buzzy, John. Yeah, okay. Gaguma is saying Dermot.
Good morning.
Bale loves Spurs. From Carl Simpson, and wants to play in front of the fans. Apparently nowhere near the wages he's on now. Fantastic.
Bale will not come unless he's on 300 or 400 grand a week, or there's a golf course near it.
There is a golf course. There's plenty of them. Stevie Fraser said, "I'd be happy with Bale."
You say Bale won't come unless he's on 300 or 400 grand a week, Thomas.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, he's on 600 grand at Real Madrid.
Yeah, and his contract's finishing. Which means he's earning nothing at that point.
His contract's finishing, is it?
Yeah.
I thought there was. All right, I didn't realise it finished at the end of the year. I thought it finished the end of next year.
Wants Bale, get him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I see a press conference, I feel the energy and class he has. Conte fills me with hope again. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah. Can I just shoot you a question before we get to the Goomers? What do you think Bale brings to the team? I thought YouTuber.
Quality, creativity, eye for a pass. set pieces, experience, winning mentality.
Who would you have if you would put him in? Who would you put him in instead of in the team?
I wouldn't be looking for him to be first team starter all the time, but if he is going to start, I'll play him wide right instead of Lucas Moura.
That's fair enough.
So, Gaguma is saying
Ben. The same question to you: who would you put Bale in front of?
I wouldn't put him in front of anyone. He'd come off the bench as an impact sub, and he'd play as a second striker, just like Sonny is. If Sonny needs to come off, if he needs to be playing in cup games against lesser opposition, he's the perfect man for the job. Or
you could even put him in that sort of creative, sort of faux number 10 role.
Yeah, plays well in every position on the football pitch. Get him in.
No, that's fair enough.
He's still got pace.
I mean, he was good for us before he went to Real Madrid. I have to say, he wasn't absolute. Harry Redknapp did a brilliant job with him. But
I mean, the last couple of games in the season, last time he was at his, he was brilliant. He got us back into Europe. Whether we want to get there or not.
Here we go. It's the comment after this one, I think.
Yeah, should I bring it up?
I'm bracing myself for it again.
So am I.
I think I like Conte more than Pop. There, I said it.
Right, Coover, I'll let you respond first.
I agree.
I think I know what Coover's going to say because I'm thinking the same thing. They're both the same.
All I'm saying is, I totally respect Conte, and I think he's one of the world's best managers. But I just love the time we had under Pochettino with the football we were playing. It was just awesome. I really enjoyed it. If we can manage some of that under Conte again, it's going to be heaven. But I don't think the football's going to be as beautiful to watch. But I think we might have more success. So I'm sort of torn on that.
And also, Poch gets to a Champions League final, even though.
The question.
Pardon me. Even though we had some luck on the way, he's the first manager in the long while to get us into a title race.
Yeah,
and actually gets to a Champions League final.
Two title races, really. Yeah, you could say, yeah.
So it'd be Poch until Conte wins. Though Conte's a great manager, until he wins or something, it will always be Poch before Conte.
I'm a big fan of Antonio Conte, so I'm going to say I prefer Antonio Conte's style of football over Poch's because I love the pragmatic, controlled, controlling the game without the ball. I prefer
him.
Oh no! I'm just going to fucking take him off. He's a fucking idiot, this fella. There we go, good. We've got rid of that Conte loving fella. Back to the Poch lounge.
Back.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what the comments are very quickly. People in the comments, what they say. Is it Conte or Poch? Do a little snap poll. So please, everyone that's in the comments.
All I'm gonna say is, I remember that season when we were chasing Leicester for the title. Yeah. We went away to Stoke one really bitterly cold evening. I think it might have been a Monday or something like that. And we came away with a 4-0 win. And we hadn't even got out of second gear and just blew them away.
Yeah.
I remember the feeling after that game of, oh my God, we're going to win the league this season.
Yeah.
I just want that feeling again. If I get that feeling again under Conte.
Even the Battle of the Bridge where we lost the league that night, even then it was like you thought then, what if we beat Chelsea, we can still win the league.
No, it was lost at that point.
It was done by that point.
We'd drawn with West Brom at that point and have thrown it.
But it was a nice feeling, though, wasn't it, that we're in that title race, that for the first time in a long while that we can win a league. And I think we will win a league under Conte. I'm confident we will.
Yeah.
Certainly up against it, though, with the likes of City and Liverpool about, and now Newcastle are going to be going big guns as well.
There's more blasphemy in the comments, because Moondog. I don't know if we can bring that up. I don't know if we can.
Let's go through them and
Yeah.
John
Conte
Fitzpatrick
wants
said,
my missus, and Conte gets my missus.
yeah, fair enough.
Carlson said, if there is no doubt recognising that Conte is there is no doubt that recognising that Conte is on another level. I agree. He's on another level.
Yeah.
The way he speaks, there's a sparkle. Like, you believe everything he wants to say. If he says we're going to win 10-0, I believe we're going to win 10-0.
I just think there's a bit of an Italian bias down below Cove and myself. Do you know that? You know, just a tiny little, just a tiny little bit of an Italian bias. Cove, what go through this just very quickly. We'll go through these comments. I've got a question for the both of you about Poch that I would like to ask, but get through these comments first.
What are you saying? And I absolutely love Poch.
Yeah, so he's qualifying as well. Yeah, that's
simple as this. If Levy backs Conte 100%, we will win the league. We've got the go. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs bought part of the golf course at the training ground in readiness for Bale. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Bale stayed in Madrid to get everything he deserved in his contract. His agent said that. Yeah. Winston. Yeah. It's all about rotation next year. I agree. 150k a week and free buggy hire at the Spurs golf course. Yeah. Bale bring that magic spark you need. A big game, a born winner. Yeah. The bond with Poch will always be there. The connection between him and the fans was magical. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I actually feel quite sad he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying kick him off, he already did kick me off, and I'm back. Anthony Gray.
We'll have to do something about that, won't we? Because we'll have to think of. We might have to put him on a timeout, I think, or timeout for 600.
Administrative punishment.
Yeah.
I agree, Conte, he's a winner. I love his antics on the touchline. He seems like a decent tutor on the interviews. He seems to be improving our lesser players. That we think that's true. Poch never really improved the lesser players, did he?
I don't know. He kind of got the most out of. Well, he did when it was some of the fullbacks and.
The fullbacks aren't lesser players.
I'll just remember him managing to drag us into it might have only been the Europa that season, but when we had Bentaleb and Ryan Mason in midfield, basically academy lads coming through and taking over from what was supposed to be our pros like Capoue and Paulinho and people like that. Yeah. And Poch just said, look, they're just not good enough, and he managed to get us into a decent position using those youngsters. I mean, they weren't great, but that was quite an achievement, I thought. Yeah. It was like a telling off to the likes of Baldini for all those signings that just weren't good enough. So
now we're going to have the blaspheme.
Yeah, I just want to say there's 28 people watching this. Please, everyone, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please, everyone, just keep liking and keep subscribing and share this channel. And yeah, please, everyone, we want to get to 400 by the end of February. Let's make that happen. I know we can make it happen. Just do it.
All right, Moondog is saying, I prefer Nuno.
Right.
I think we've got to time them out.
No, it's too early for those sort of jokes, mate. It's
well too early.
Can I just say, Moondog must prefer garden gnomes then? He must like watching garden gnomes in the garden.
You need to have a few beers inside you to hear that kind of comment, I think.
Yeah. That's for a Friday night free-for-all, isn't it, Keith? That sort of comment.
Absolutely.
I love Poch, but I love Conte personality, and I feel,
That's another weird one as well, because I hated the way Mourinho likes to play football. I didn't like the bloke at all, but then when he arrived, I've always appreciated his press conferences because they've always been funny. But when he arrived, people were all over him saying, "Oh, we got the world record-breaking manager, and he's going to be so brilliant." And I wasn't keen on him still. I still dreaded the fact we'd got rid of Poch. But then, as people started turning away from him because we weren't doing very well, I started warming to him because I just liked him. As a person, I really like him.
He says what he thinks. I mean, that's great.
Yeah. It's all the little things, like buying Reggie as sort of that Christmas what did he buy him? A roast or something, wasn't it like that?
From his home country or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and just turning up little personal touches with the players, I thought was really nice. And the way he talks about some of the opposition teams, and even when he was at Chelsea, I like the fact he was really classy with smaller clubs coming to play in the FA Cup, and he'd roll out the red carpet for them, make it a special occasion. And I always really admired that about him. But I mean, it's funny how the football went disastrous for us, but I'd really warmed to the bloke, so I felt for him when he went.
Yeah.
I mean, when Poch was sacked, I couldn't believe it because I was going off to the hospital next day for some a hospital appointment, so I was on the bus. And next thing I seen on my phone, Jose Mourinho becomes Tottenham manager. I nearly fell out of the chair on the bus going up to Dublin. I just couldn't believe it. I'm thinking, right, this can't be right. So, you've got the really despair and upset of Poch leaving. Then you've got Jose thinking, right, we can do something now. But again, Levy never backed him. And that's the same thing all through all the managers we've had. He never backed them properly.
Yeah.
He never backed Poch. He never backed Mourinho. And he's definitely got to back Conte if he doesn't, because he'll have a horse's head on his pillow the next morning.
I suppose it's back to Sean's argument, though. The backing was there. It's just the money that was spent on the wrong players. Either way, it comes to Levy, in my opinion, because he's the one putting the director of football there. And if they're screwing up on a regular basis, it means Levy's choosing the wrong ones on a regular basis. And he's got to take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that old conversation that we always have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You've got to pop off soon, Ben.
Yeah,
I've
got to make some coffees for some people.
Yeah. Do you want to put on another game, Coof? Another half an hour game? If you're free,
can do. I thought we could just wrap up with the comments and.
Oh, okay then. All right. Okay.
Well, can do. We got a lot more to say. I don't know really.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Now we'll leave it then. That's great. All right.
Oh, we still got quite a few to go through here anyway. So they'll take up a bit of the show time as it is.
So yeah, I'm going to jump off. Nice to be here as always.
Yeah, everyone, please get over to Ben's channel. At what time are you going live today, Ben?
2:00. We will be going live.
2:00.
Coffee Company.
And Ben will be back with us tomorrow morning with his Italian
bias. Make it onto Ben's show this time. I couldn't yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've got a bone to pick with you, Ben. Yeah. I was sitting yesterday having a cup of coffee, right, nice and chill, watching Ben's show. Next thing I woke up, Ben's show had finished. He actually put me to sleep. So I have the bone to pick
That's the
with
point
you.
of the coffee show.
Online anaesthetic.
It's a brilliant.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to sleep.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Okay, I will see you at 2:00 on the coffee afternoon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we'll see you later.
Take care, mate.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, we've got rid of that Italian bias now. Now, Poch is number one. Yeah. Yeah, what's your feeling for tonight's game, Coof? And do you think, also, what was your feeling about West Ham playing your man last night for what he did?
I wouldn't have had him play for my club, Zuma.
No.
I mean, isolated incident, my arse.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Giggling away like a little kid on that. In fact, most kids aren't like that. They wouldn't do things like that. There's something wrong with that bloke. I'll just hope he does get serious injury. They'll serve him right. Don't say that about players very often.
No, you don't actually. I must admit, Coof.
No, he's just a prize scumbag.
Yeah. He really is.
Like I was saying yesterday, there's other players I would like to say that about too, but I won't at the moment until things are proven. But it looks like there's a few scumbags around at the moment. Ben was saying that Prison FC side could be looking really good soon.
Yeah, we've got the Mason Greenwood thing as well, haven't we? Which is
that's another one. I don't want to say anything about him.
Yeah.
yet until it's absolutely.
But do you think Man United were right to do what they did? Suspend him?
Absolutely.
Do you think West Ham should have done the same thing to Zuma? Suspend him?
Yeah.
Is it a sackable offence? If one of our players did it, just say one of our players at Tottenham did it, would you want him sacked if he did the same thing?
What, kicking a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want somebody like that in my club. What an arsehole.
No. Yeah.
If my kids had done that to a cat, my God, they'd be in a heap of trouble.
Yeah.
That's
very
really severe stuff. They'd have all their favourite stuff taken away for a while, and they'd have to write about it and say why it's wrong and everything. You can't do that with a professional footballer, but you can certainly hit him where it counts. No more win bonuses for a while. He's going to be sat on gardening leave. I mean, if it was my club, I'd just get rid of him anyway. I'd just sack him. Bollocks to it. Yeah. Can't stand.
I don't think he's a good player anyway.
Cowardly little shit of a player.
Yeah. I love your comments on some of these, Coop. They're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Do you want to read some of these comments out as I hit them and you read them? Because I've got to get through a few.
So I'm getting angry about bloody Kurt Zuma. Yeah, we'll do them.
All right, don't. Think about Coffee.
Just thinking if he wants to chase things around his kitchen to give him a bit of a beating, I'm happy to go around there. He can have a try. See how he likes that.
I'll back you up, Goof. I'll back you up.
I wouldn't need backup against him. Bloody snapping him off.
No, I know you wouldn't need backing up.
Anyway, that's enough about Kurt Zuma because he's just not worth it. He's low life.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on it because I didn't get a chance to ask you yesterday.
Thoughts on it? Yeah. It just disgusts me. He goes straight into the team like nothing happened.
Yeah.
What did West Ham do at all? Anything?
No.
Did they do a public statement or anything? I can't remember. I didn't even.
They said that he was very upset. He was very upset, very distressed by it all. That there will be a internal disciplinary action, and any fines will go to the RSPCA. That's what they've said. But Moyes played him last night, so.
Let's hope they fine him a lot then.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's very upset, is he? He's only very upset they got caught.
Yeah.
There's no way.
The video, why put it on
incident.
I know. Why? Anyway, that's enough about West Ham travellers. Leave them to play with their apples and their whatever they play with down in West Ham.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's enough about there.
I think even more annoying is they didn't lose the game last night. That would have been fitting.
Oh no, it would have been.
Own goal really would have been. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we've got Eugene here.
Morning, mate, or afternoon now for us. I will take Conte. He stood up to Levy out. Yeah. It seems that way.
Yeah.
It seems he sort of called him out, doesn't it? Let's see how that goes over the course of time. Carl Simpson said, Conte is the man. Look at this team and lack of quality in it compared to the players Posh had in his team in their prime. Don't get me wrong, I love Posh. Posh had to build it over time, didn't he? He certainly didn't have much to start with. So there's similarities in that point of view.
Your internet seems to be a bit funny, Coof.
You're okay for me.
Yeah, you're a bit stubbly here. I don't know if it's StreamYard or it's the internet.
StreamYard has been a bit funny lately.
You seem all right now.
Yeah, StreamYard has
Levy,
been playing up for a lot of people. So yes, Levy doesn't like the Levy out comments.
It's Levy.
Celery agent saying everyone has chosen Conte in chat so far. Yeah, okay. Well, he's here now.
I'm Poch. Yeah, I'm Poch.
I am kind of Poch, but I'm kind of Conte as well. If we could somehow get a blend of the two, that would be perfect. Posh style football,
do you feel
Conte sort of management, and
Yeah. Do you feel Conte gets you going in his press conferences? You look at him and thinking, right, I'm pumped up for the game now.
Yeah,
it's like
that feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the brutal honesty with a lot of it as well.
It is.
Yeah,
I
mean, that's another one. I'll put Mourinho into the blend as well, because nobody can beat Mourinho press conference.
No.
It's just that's a thing of beauty sometimes. There's things I like from previous 3 of the previous 4 managers, put it that way, or 3 of the previous 5.
True.
Because Nuno offered nothing, not unless you like cardboard cutouts.
Nuno offered big sales for garden gnomes. I mean, their sales went up rocketed. I mean, he reminded me of what.
You say garden gnomes. I always
nice
saw a cardboard cutout. You get like when Blockbusters used to be open, you get one of those at the counter with a new film on there. Nuno.
That's true.
Joseph, morning, mate. I love Conte. He really talks directly to us fans. No talking in riddles or bull. Little bit of it's sort of cryptic at times. He's hinting at something a little bit more going on than he can say. You get that feeling at times, but it's not quite as sort of a hidden meaning as some of the others. And he does just call some things out. It's just straight. It is admirable. Stevie Fraser, he's saying Conte might be a better manager, but he may win us trophies. But Poch was a perfect fit for our Tottenham Hearts, and I can't see anyone quite replacing that. I agree, mate. Absolutely loved him here. If only he'd grabbed a couple of trophies, would have made all the difference. And that's it. At the end of the day, we do need some trophies. We've got to have them. Sorry, you didn't. Okay. After Akron saying we didn't lose the league that night at Chelsea. There were 3 games left, and Leicester weren't going to be caught by them. I agree. Lost it in January, and Levy wasn't interested in going for it. Yeah, it's true enough.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Absolutely.
That leads on to the likes of that draw with West Ham with West Brom that really hurt us. We should have smashed them, and we couldn't. If only we'd had that extra player in there to give us a little spark on those sort of nights, we would have put the pressure right on Leicester.
We should have won that league that year, Tuesday, really and truly. If Levy had backed us, we would have won that league. We'd have romped it. So I think Leicester would have.
Well, we were always saying we thought Leicester were going to crumble, but they just didn't, did they?
No.
You got to hand it to them in that respect, but yeah, it still hurt. We don't even know that an extra signing would definitely have made the difference. We just hope it would have. So, ifs and buts, really, but it is what it is. It was an enjoyable.
I always wondered, when you finish runners-up in the league, do you get runners-up medals?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, runners-up in any of the competitions if you finish second. It's still good. It's good to show off. But I mean, that's the difference, isn't it? Winning it's everything. Runners up, it's like, well, it's something, I suppose.
It is. we never pushed on. But anyway, Philip Brady says Poch was a great manager. Conte is all that, but the ruthlessness, winning mentality.
Yeah, I think so. Pochettino possibly a bit too nice for his own good at times. Made it too much like a family atmosphere when really needed at times to be a bunch of nasty bastards.
As Jose said in the
Jose realised that he just couldn't seem to manage it with them. Chris saying Posh brought back the family feel of the club. Posh had the emotions. Conte is passion. If Conte is back, then we'll win something. Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely.
Guguma loves Conte as well. Celery Agent Posh is the only manager that made me cry, so that's pretty special in itself. I know exactly what you mean.
I cried the night we reached the Champions League final. I was in a state of shock for days afterwards. I just couldn't believe it. I just said, what? I couldn't get my head around we reached the European Cup final. It really was something special that night. The story, I'll tell you the story. My other half was in hospital, and I was sitting in the room, so I couldn't see the match. So she said to me, "Would you go out and get me a McDonald's?" So I went out, put everything into an Audi bag so I could bring McDonald's into A&E. And there was a man watching it on his iPad. Just genuinely asked him. I said, "What's the score?" He said, "Spurs are in the final." And I went, "You're shitting me." He went, "No." So that's how I found out. So couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
I was buzzing.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Well, we all were. We all were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already said it earlier. Just that feeling of thinking, my God, we're going to win the league.
Yeah.
I had that under Poch. I want that feeling again.
Yeah, we will get it.
I'm even prepared to wait for it as long as I get that sense that the club can do this. We've got to be competing for it.
Yeah.
It's no good
It's like
sitting
a drug,
back in
isn't it?
fourth and thinking fourth is nothing. We're not bothered about fourth. Yeah, just getting our nose in the running towards the end of the season. That's a good feeling. It's going to be really tough nowadays, though. But
it is, but we'll get there. Anyway, at Tropicon Wembley 1, in the end, it always comes back to Levy. Yeah. It does. It really does.
Perhaps, like we keep saying, though, perhaps this Conte and Paratici combo is going to bully Levy into doing the right thing. If so, we could be onto something yet.
Yeah, could be.
Doubt it, though. Money's always going to talk. They're here to make money. That's always going to be the same. Selling agent just said bye-bye to Ben. Beans. That's his new street name, is it?
Yeah.
Stevie Fraser. I'll never lie to Jose. Gave him a chance, and he was everything I knew he would be. Turgid, anti the Spurs way football. 10 years out of date. Toxic personality for some players. Ruined the unity. Totally agree. But cracking press conferences.
You warmed to him in the documentary, didn't you? When you seen him in the documentary,
if it was nothing to do with football, I think I'd really like the bloke. As a manager for us, no.
I hope you've got labels spare. Just a lot of people saying goodbye to Ben, John Fitzpatrick, Ben knocking people out on stream since 2022. Africa Wembley 1, we need to be wary of being too overconfident about tonight. You never know which Southampton will turn up for a start. That's very true.
They are capable of turning you over on your own back in your own backyard. They're also capable of losing 9-0. So take your pick. It seems to be one or the other, nothing but in between.
Yeah, it's the Wolves game that worries me about Sunday. I'm worried about that game. Somehow,
funnily enough, I'm more worried about this one.
Really?
Yeah. Southampton are really volatile. They can be absolutely brilliant or absolutely terrible. Wolves are sort of consistently quite tricky to break down at the moment. But Southampton are real sort of randomness to what you're going to get. As Atar Akron said there, you've got to be worried about which one turns up.
That's true. That is very true. We've got Derek, big up Derek. Thank you very much, Derek. Very kind of you. We've got a couple of comments here about the West Ham thing.
Yep, it can be Chris saying it can be a sackable offence because it puts the club in a bad light. Not that playing him last night put their bad light on the club anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know what David Moyes was thinking. Either that or he doesn't give a shit.
Well, I suppose he's just trying to separate other events from the football side and just get on what he's supposed to be doing. I suppose as a manager, he'd probably have to do that, wouldn't he? It's really for the owners and their internal committee to decide what to do with him. But as I said, I would have sacked him anyway. Yeah,
I mean, this could derail the season, hopefully.
Yeah, I've got a hostile level of disrespect to that bloke now. I've got to have disrespect anyway because he's at West Ham and he was Chelsea before. But now it's just open hatred. Hope he gets something nasty happening to him like he deserves. I think West Ham's disgraceful decision to play Zuma last night came from board level and not David Moyes, who seems a decent guy. It sounds like a real Sullivan Gold sleazeball decision. Yeah, I think David Moyes just gets on with just concentrate on the football. Oh yeah, I think David Moyes does seem like a decent human being, so he would not have been happy about that at all.
He has done well though at West Ham, but turning them around from what they were to what I mean, you've got to give him as a manager credit for what he's done.
Well, yeah, of course. They were a shambolic load of shit before. I really enjoyed that.
Same here.
Yeah.
Now they're challenging.
Struggling against relegation like they should be every season. It was fun.
Andrew Bailey here.
Great show as always, lads. Keeps my head up, fighting the good fight. Yeah, cheers, mate. Glad you're enjoying stuff, and glad you're getting on well at the moment.
He sent me a picture yesterday that he done an absolutely A1, brilliant picture, absolutely brilliant. Andrew, it really was nice.
Yeah. This one I was saying earlier as well. Yeah. The only reason Zuma is distressed is because it kicked off. Yeah. Fucking day. Yeah. Otherwise, he'd carry on doing that kind of stuff.
That's it. Exactly.
I so much want to use a word about him, but I'm not.
I know you do. I know you do. I
think everybody can have a guess, though.
Yeah. Starts with C, I think, doesn't it?
It does begin with a C, yeah.
Yeah. Bunt. There you go, bunt. Yeah, Guguma's saying hello to Derek Hutchison. You both come across okay. Yeah, that was Levy trying to interfere with that channel. Thank off, Levy.
Yeah. And Carl saying we will have Potts back again at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've got this bad feeling he's going to move on to another project somewhere, and it might be somewhere we don't like United.
That's what I was going to ask you, Kuvan. Ben was on it, but I'll ask you, how would you feel if he went to United?
It's ambivalence, isn't it? Don't like United in the slightest, but love Posh, so I kind of want him to do all right, but I'll let him succeed to the point where he can finish runners up to us each season. That'll be okay.
Yeah, that'll be yeah. I feel sorry for him at PSG because he's got so many big egos there playing.
I've never understood why he went there. It never seemed like his sort of move.
No,
he's good at working with youngsters, not these big prima donnas.
I
know. Yeah, I was expecting him to fail. To be honest, I thought he'd be out before this.
Well, if he did, he would have been back. He would have been back managing us instead of Conte. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Akron, ironically, we knocked Leicester out of the cup that season, which freed them up to concentrate on the league. It did indeed.
Yeah.
You often, I'll look back at that sometimes, but if we'd reversed that, because they beat us at home in the league, and then we beat them in the cup at their place, wasn't it? Or
it was. Yeah, it was at their place. Yeah.
And if we only had gone the other way round, that would have been us literally on there, one game away from overtaking them. And instead of that 4-point or 7-point gap that we kept seeing, could have been all different.
It could have been. It really could have been. Then we've got Mark Cousins. Big up, Mark. He says, "Big up, lads, on lunch break." Yeah.
So in the pub, mate. Stephen Cartwright, Cat Zuma sums up the Chavs.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And then we have it now. This is the last comment of the show. Chris, I can't pronounce his surname.
Chris Agomba.
Yeah. Age one size pitch. I think I know what he means. Should we wrap it up there, Kev? Gone through all the comments.
We've covered all the things. There's some other shows starting as well now.
Yeah, there is.
Go on too long, we'll just end up babbling away over random stuff, won't we?
Yeah. I don't know if we're back later or not, but if we are, again, as we always say, we will let you know. But we're definitely back tomorrow morning. Huh?
Game day, isn't it?
It is game day, so we may surprise you. We may be surprised, but I doubt it. We may surprise you.
We're not going to do a watch along though.
No, we're not. No, that's what I was going to say. But I said Tottenham may surprise you with a big win tonight. We're due to bash somebody. We're due to bash somebody. So
something special happens. I'm sure we'll come on for a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely we will. Definitely we will.
Otherwise, go a few more comments.
I'll read this one out to you, Kuva, because this is for you. And I actually, can I just say, John Fitzpatrick, I've been saying this for a long, long time about Kuva. I really have. This man is a lovely man. He really is. He says, Kuva, you're a true gentleman and one of the most likable people in the Spurs family. Big up, brother. Absolutely, I could not agree with you more. I've been saying this to everyone that will listen at Coover. It's one hell of a nice guy. He's like a brother to me. He really is. He's like a family member. But to me, that's how I feel about Coover. Always there if I need to talk. Always there if I need to bounce something off him. He's got great life experience, great everything, and he's one hell of a nice man. And I'm very lucky to have him on our channel as one of the founding members of this channel. And please, everyone, show Coover loads of love because he really deserves it. He really does.
Yes, don't want the lovey-doveys. Christ's sake. No, thank you very much, John. Very kind words, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about the true gentleman bit. That depends on who the company is, mate.
You are. To me, you are anyway.
You don't say that when we're watching live matches and it's not going well.
I don't know. You
disappears then.
You were quite
gentleman of the terrace.
Yeah. You were quite calm Saturday when we were watching it with Mr. K and Scott M. You were very quiet and reserved.
Well, that's because I was behind on the stream, so I knew what's coming up. The excitement had gone. But
never mind.
Yeah, anyway, thank you very much, John Fitzpatrick. That means a lot to me. So cheers, mate. Atavakron saying, great fun show as always, lads. Here's to a win tonight. Cheers. Yeah, let's have a nice one. Nice, comfortable win. And Carl Simpson, Ten Hag will go to United. He may well do.
He may well do. But anyway, Cove, thank you again for what you've done this morning. Very much appreciated you and Ben for holding the fort. Again, but I will be on tomorrow with the lads at 11:30. I'm not going to do half shift. I will do a full shift tomorrow.
As I said, Dermot, any two of the four of us, and it's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm very.
What I'm going to say is big up to everybody in the comments section because you're basically what drives the show along at the moment. So, it's nice to be able to respond to everybody. People coming out with different sorts of questions, looking at different viewpoints. And it's nice to get involved, to stay in touch with the other fans.
It is, and we're also
we are at the end of the day.
That's it, and we're also starting up a membership thing, aren't we? We're trying to get that sort of that you can actually be a member of the channel of TTG.
Patreon. That wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're sort of trying to start that up. So we're trying to get the links and everything, put them on the channels. But you can. It's €3 a month. That's all we're gonna. That's all we can. We did try to do it lower, but it wouldn't let us. So €3.
Trying to go for value for money.
Yeah.
Budget Spurs. That's what we are.
That's it.
Levy would be proud. No, he wouldn't because we're charging cheap. He'd want it expensive.
Yeah, he would do. Yeah,
and then offer a load of tat instead.
Yeah. But no, listen. We would not, as Coover says, we would not be nothing without you. Not this channel would not be here if it wasn't for the TTG Army. So, thank you all so much. Cove, quick score prediction tonight before we go.
5-0 win Spurs, obviously.
Yeah,
and then Southampton will be begging us for mercy at the end. I think that's one new thing. That's it for every team now.
Mm-hmm. And just very quickly before we end, this show again is dedicated to Bob Spur for his fight to get better. Bob, if you are watching, or Kim or anyone, big up Bob Spur. We're all with you. We send our love and our prayers to you to wish you a speedy recovery and have you back on our screens as soon as we can. Tonight, I'm saying 4-1 for Bob Spur. So that was Bob Spur's goal. So I'm saying 4-1 for Bob Spur. And big up everyone. And Kim, Arthur, Eileen, the family, we're all with you. We're all behind you. And Bob, we're there with you in spirit. Until we see you tomorrow morning, until we meet again. God bless you and adios. And come on, you Spurs.
You put